Hello traders, welcome to the weekend edition here at freetradingvideos.com. We're going to take an in-depth look at the markets. And we love technical analysis here, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. This is the S&P daily to start off with. You can see today we found support at 1044. At least that's where we closed. The low was 1041. I said to be looking for support at 1040, off by 1 point. And here we are, we're at a major support area. We're at a major support area that I was telling you about with this till line coming across and a major trend line coming up. Major area here. And what I'm going to do is pull up a Fibonacci from the very low here to the very high. And we are hovering around this 38.2 area. Very likely to see a bounce takes place next week. But I'm going to show you something that we're seeing in the financial sector that has me a little concerned for the markets, that things could start to get hairy. This could be the breakdown of our rising wedge bearish formation. So we want to be watching that. The other thing that we like to do on the weekend editions is look at the weekly chart. So we have the weekly chart here, and we do on the weekly chart have a bearish Harami reversal pattern established. We have this pop, bearish Harami, made a higher high, couldn't keep it, came back down. We're at this little trend line. This trend line that I have drawn, if you blow this up and really look at it, we've closed below that area. That is a little concerning to me, so we do want to pay special attention to the weekly to see if there's any follow through, because the right now, as far as I'm concerned, the S&P daily is still bullish. We're in an uptrend, higher swing highs, higher swing lows. We're at major support. We're still above the moving averages, but in the confines of a rising wedge. Now, even though I still call the daily bullish, we are in a bearish formation, unconfirmed because we do not have a breakdown, closing below our support line. And our MACD is still above zero line, even though we are heading down with negative ticks on the histogram. What we need to do to go bullish is a curl and a rise here in the MACD. And that means price action would have to be going up. But I want to look at the monthly also. Now the monthly, let's pull this back. We have a Fibonacci already drawn on it. I hope my tempo, my speed, I'm picking it up a little bit, is okay with you. Just let me know. Let me know if the pace is too fast, too slow, and if you like the pace faster, I'll just start doing these videos faster. But you have this big monster drop, and then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. Most legs, you'll see a max around 5 or 6. You can go to 15 bars up. You can, but think of it as the bell curve. The bell curve, the vast majority of legs that you get are going to fall at 6 bars or fewer. We're at 6 bars right now as we speak on this, on the falling 20-day moving average, which is acting as some resistance. And the Fibonacci retracement line that I have drawn here, we did a pullback to this 38.2. We're past it at this moment. The next area as far as the fibs are concerned, 1121. But I'll tell you, if this next month, if October comes in and we make a lower low, that'd be something that we need to be paying attention to. This month's starting to wrap up. Wouldn't surprise me to see it drop back down, making a doji on the monthly. And I do want to look at the NASDAQ while we're here. As you see up here, we're looking at the NASDAQ, the composite. We are in the confines of an uptrend. This is bullish with a nice little bull pullback up on the rising moving averages. This is our 20-day here. Very nice. I'm going to pull a fib on this also. Bring this up to those highs. Put us about right there. And we are just, and you can see this right here, 38.2. We're right there. A key area that I could see a bounce taking place as far as the daily NASDAQ is concerned. Remember, I'm looking for the NASDAQ to lead the market, so be watching for the NASDAQ very closely. Here we have a turn down. We're still above the zero line on the MACD. We still have negative ticks here on the histogram. Here is the weekly chart. The weekly chart, let me give us some more data. The weekly chart here, we're in a rising wedge on the weekly chart. And right now we have a bearish Harami reversal pattern on the weekly chart. And look at all this resistance. This was going to be a tough area to get through, and I'm not convinced that we're going to have a chance to pop through there. Now, I do think on the dailies we could easily bounce, but I think by week's end we could come right back down. I could see a bounce just coming up here, testing some of these areas, and then coming right back down here. Let me blow this up so we could show you what I'm talking about. I could see us coming up here and testing these other areas next week, but by week's end coming right back down. So let's look at the monthly while we're here on the NASDAQ. And the NASDAQ monthly had this big drop. We go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. Also, look where we're at. We're at the 50% Fibonacci. We did close higher than the 50%, which is a bullish move. But if we do not get higher than 61.8, well, this could be a nasty little down leg as far as the monthly is concerned. So that's something. We're not out of the woods yet. This is a classic textbook bear pullback. This is just a bear pullback. We're waiting for this correction to take place. And it could happen any time, so do not be blindsided by that. A lot of people are blinded by the light of this bull rally we're in, and they are going to be utterly shocked on the pullback. It will come. It's not if, it is a matter of when. Know that not everything can just go up forever. Pullbacks are a certainty. Just like here, we're getting a pullback. A lot of people are caught thinking, oh, didn't expect that. Why? We're at resistance. Of course expect it. Here's a pullback. A lot of people will be thinking, let's get out of all of our longs right before we bounce again. So you want to make sure you're playing what you see. Take your opinions out of the markets. Now, I'm going to go a little further with you and show you some market rotation things. And we're at Finviz here, finviz.com, pretty cool little site. And if you click on groups, you'll come up with this. But here's the 3-month. You got conglomerates that are doing the very best. Financials doing really, really strong here. Industrial goods, services, all right? On the 6 months, look who's done the best. Financials. How long can they do the best? They can keep doing this, but I'm expecting a pullback on financials. If we look here on the week's performance, so this week, look which one did the worst. Industrial goods and financials did the very worst this week. Now, it's not overly surprising. We got a pullback in the markets. This financial sector is very, very important. What you want to do is watch the financial sectors, and because the markets are only as strong as the financial sector is. So be watching that, watching that, watching that. If we start to see weakness come in the financials, that will be the telltale sign. That'll be the thunder in the distance for the markets giving us a pullback. But if financials stay strong, we're going to be fine there in the markets. So when you're here at Free Trading Videos, you get the best of technical analysis, where it gives you the freedom to learn, gives you the power to profit. And I'll tell you, gang, fun stuff. And if you're interested and you want to be mentored by Matador and myself, we have an October one coming. Just let us know. Send us an email. And to everybody out there, we didn't know this, but our contact form, contact us, that form that's on our homepage, doesn't work. We're not getting those emails. If you want to send me an email, send it to D7, D-S-E-V-E-N, at freetradingvideos.com, or Matador at freetradingvideos.com. Be happy to talk with you. Be happy to help you. Take care. Happy trading.